extra point forthcoming.
For the point after.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Now the Seahawks called it. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete to his running back, Evans. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Pickup of 6.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Again, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
84. Touchdown.
A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
32-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper
pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Forced out of bounds and sacked. He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
A final shot before half from Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. On second down now, it's Carson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. On fourth down, Anthony Lynn says, let's go for 3. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
17. Cardinals.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a second and 10 upcoming. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Go! Hey, one set, check Mike 54, Mike 54.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On first down, Wilson. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now Wilson operating from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seattle.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
To kick off for Seattle.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The football going back over to Arizona now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And nothing but daylight ahead. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
But he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
7.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Seahawks 31.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now from Murray. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Murray now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far. A big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
That happens more often than you might think. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. David Onyemata, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
They must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10. At their own 19-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, Murray. And they'll go back to Hopkins, and this time he's got him. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Murray. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hopkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Defense.
That's not good enough, man.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play
Automatic
that
first down.
absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray, escaping the pressure right to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. To throw again, Murray. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. For this defense.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. Hit up with the step on, spin move, and zone, scope.